Okay, I'm going to show that knot that I tie my flies on. I've getting a lot of people in the comments asking to see it. Well, you ask, I'll show it to you. We got our ridiculously big fish hook, our ridiculously big tippet, and here's the knot that I use. I use this knot practically for all my tying on fly stuff. The advantage of this knot is you can tie it quick. You don't need to have your bifocals or reading glasses on to tie it. Once you get a little bit of practice, you find it's very fast, very easy. You can do it with cold hands, wet hands. It's also an excellent fluorocarbon knot, which I'll probably be repeating. Not all knots are fluorocarbon friendly. This is a very fluorocarbon friendly knot. It's also a very strong knot. It's almost as strong as any knot you're going to find, for being as close as possible as 100% line strength is this thing. My father-in-law showed it to me. That's where it came from. My father-in-law Carl, he introduced me to the knot. He got it from his dad. My wife's grandfather, Jim, brought it back from the days when he was down in Florida grouper fishing. So what's the name of the knot? I really don't know if there's a name. I've never seen this knot in the knot books, but it's a great fly fishing knot. I use it from very heavy, like 15-pound tippets, right down to some really ridiculously, yes, 12x for micro midgets. The only difference is generally when big flies, I use 3 turns in a knot. Small flies, I use 2 turns in a knot, and I really haven't found too much of a difference in the strength. So it works with both turns. So here I'll show you how to tie the knot. And as always, please leave some comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to grow the channel. So no more of me gabbing and begging. Here's the knot. Well, this is the knot that everybody's been asking about. This is what it looks like when it's tied right. Obviously, I got this on a ridiculously big hook with cord for our demonstration purposes. I also use this on very light tippets. And get that focus. Yeah, you're seeing that right. That is 12x. So one of the advantages of this knot is the way we draw it down, which I'll show you, and it protects it. Now, like here, there's 3 turns I use in it. If I'm in light turns, I use 2 turns. It's also an excellent knot for fluorocarbon. Not all knots are good for fluorocarbon. This is an excellent fluorocarbon knot. So here's the knot. This is the knot that I tie all the time, that you see on our videos when I'm tying in. This is my tie-on knot too. All right, let's tie this knot. I'm going to obviously use our more oversized fish hook and our oversized tippet. But what you do is run it through once, double it over. Now with the 2 pieces, make a loop, just overhand loop. And pinching it, take your tag end, your work end, as I call it, go through the loop. In this case, if I'm fishing really light tippets, like 6x or less, I'll go 2 times. If I'm fishing heavier stuff, I'll go through a 3rd time. Then just let everything kind of twist around and straighten out. What I like to do is I like to draw the knot up. Make sure in here so it's all nice and tight. And let me do a zoom in so you can see what it looks like. See how everything's all nice and neat and tight in there? When it's like that, I'll zoom out. Kind of lick your fingers, put a little saliva, grab the knot, and gently pull the knot down through your tippet like this onto the hook eye. Obviously, there's no sharp bends. Like I said earlier, it works great with fluorocarbons. But more importantly, by drawing it down like I did, you don't pull the tippet over the ring of the eye sharply. And if you ever notice fishing light tippets, I'm saying to you guys that fish a lot of 6x, 7x, you'll see little curlicues developing right here. That's because you pulled it to the ring of the eye and actually flatten one side and compromise your tippet strength. With this, you can slide the knot, back it up here, and I'll re-demonstrate what I'm talking about. Because this is, kind of a great advantage of this knot. By holding the knot and bringing everything down and not putting the pressure here like I showed earlier, that preserves the strength of that and makes that knot very strong. So I do use this on very heavy stuff, even right up to saltwater fishing. I also use it on very light tippets. So this is my general tie knot on the fly. This is the knot that you see me showing on all the tie-on videos. Figure while I'm at this, I might as well show you how I tie a tippet on. There's a lot of different ways. People use blood knots, sergeant knots, whatever. I use a double uni. And it's a very simple knot to tie. I'll make a loop like you see here. Then I'll take the work end or the tag end, 1, 2. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to go through 3 times. When I'm fishing, I use 5 or 6 turns. Here I'm just using 2 or 3 for demonstration purposes. I'll draw down one end, go back to the other end. In this case, this is tippet, this is leader. It doesn't matter which end you start with, just start. And it's a rinse and repeat. Make a loop, take the work end through 1, 2, let's pretend I did 5 turns, draw it up, get it all butted up, and then just let them butt in together. That is as strong as a properly tied blood knot, but we can do it with cold fingers, wet hands, in a hurry, out on the stream with big loops. I don't even have, us aging gentlemen here with bifocals, we don't have to use bifocals to see this knot. Just like this knot right here, we don't need to wear bifocals to tie it. We just make the loops bigger. So those are the knots that I use. Well, I hope the knot tying video, gotta love this hook, is helpful to everybody and you answer a bunch of questions. As always, I tell everybody, encourage everybody to leave comments. But you get enough comments and I hear people are interested in seeing something, we'll produce it just like this little knot tying video. I have a few more videos to get done this spring or coming forward of people that left comments in there that we have on the to-do list. So as always, if you want to see something, leave it down in the comments. Hopefully we'll get to it if we get enough people interested. And if you do leave something in the comments that you want to see, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, that bell icon, so when we do finally get it up, you can see it. Once again, folks, thanks for watching, and we do appreciate your comments. See you on the water, and see you later. This is Jay at JPEG Guides and Lost River Fishing. We are a year-round fly fishing catch and release guide service. We fish the Lake Ontario tributaries, and then during the spring and the summer we also fish the inland trout streams, classic dry fly fishing. During the heat of the summer, we will do the warm water fishing for bass and pike. If you're interested in any of our outings or have any questions, please feel free to email us at fish@lostriversfishing.com. Hope to hear from you, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.